Let's take a look at our handy schematic. I just created this for us so we can play with it. So that's the trail you have to follow to figure out which one of these components has failed. See where I've highlighted those little cracks? Sometimes those cracks can get really, really big. Hi, Daniel. This is Darren with My RV Works. I got an email from you. Let's take a look at what your question was. Okay, so you got the older Atwood 8525. What I've read here is that it works great and continues to run, but right here, then sometimes it ignites again. So I'm assuming that what I'm pulling out of there is it never turned itself off. So I've seen this happen where sometimes a furnace will be going through its post purge, and then it lights itself back up again, and it runs until it reaches temperature, then cycles off again. Now you're thinking it's the sail switch, and what do I think? Okay, so let's take a look at our handy schematic. I just created this for us. Basically, I took a page out of the manual and just kind of marked it up so we can play with it. So what would cause that to happen? Now it's all in understanding how these signals pass, okay? So just where you're going to need to play with is here's your control board on your furnace. Now, I don't know if you have a relay on yours or not. I think they changed that around 2001, but I just don't remember. So I pulled this up because it's the 85 for local sense. But you may or may not have this relay. But anyway, if you do not have this relay, then you're going to have an additional blue wire that comes in right next to the white and the red. So to troubleshoot your problem, to figure out if it's a sail switch, the high limit switch, or the electrode, those are the things. Those are the three things it could be. Let's just follow the what I call the blue circuit for a second here, and let's see why it may or may not be your sail switch. So thermostat calls for heat. Let's see here. It's going to be this blue wire here. Okay, so the thermostat calls for heat. So we're going to follow this blue circuit right here. Okay. So thermostat's got a call for heat. So that is to say that one side of that thermostat has always got 12 volts sitting on it. Here comes 12 volts coming in from your battery. It goes to an on-off switch, sits on your circuit breaker, and then once it makes it through the circuit breaker, it's going to leave, and part of that 12 volts is just going to sit on this relay waiting for it to go to the motor, or it's going to branch off and go blue and go to your thermostat. Now, if you do not have the relay, then that just means that where it branches off, and instead of going to the relay, you're going to have a wire that comes down here to the control board. We're not worried about that one. That's not going to be your problem. Your thermostat has a call for heat. You've now got 12 volts on this blue wire. It's going to make itself to this limit switch. I'm sorry, the sail switch. Okay, so now there's a call for heat. I've got power sitting on my sail switch. The sail switch is now open. Therefore, I can't get power to pass through this deal until my motor starts. Once my motor starts, whether it starts because I'm going through my relay or it starts because this relay is integrated into the board, the motor will start. Once the motor starts, the sail switch gets made. Now we have power passing through the sail switch, but that's an AND statement. It's a sail switch. These are wired in series, a sail switch and the limit switch. This limit switch is mounted up inside. Very convenient to get to. No, it's not on your furnace. It's a real bear to get to those limit switches. But we have to make it through the sail switch. We also have to make it through this limit switch. At that point, it becomes a white wire, and now it comes into my ignition board. Now, what you need to do is to troubleshoot this, take your meter, reference ground, black wire, or any part of the frame of the furnace, but you need to see if there's 12 volts on this white wire. What would cause 12 volts on the white wire? Thermostat calling for heat, sail switch is made, limit switch is closed. I have a complete circuit through this blue circuit all the way through, and that's what's going to give me power here on the white wire. If your furnace is done with heating, like you say here, right here, sometimes it ignites again. Well, when you notice that the propane shuts off, okay, when you notice that the propane shuts off, what I need you to do is at that point, if the propane shuts off, you should not have 12 volts on that white wire. And the reason why is because either limit switch is tripped, cell switch is faulted out, which I don't think the problem is, or you've satisfied your heat requirement. There's no more, the thermostat has opened. And so either the thermostat, the cell switch, or the limit switch, all three of those need to be closed. So if you do not have power on the white wire, therefore, more than likely the thermostat has satisfied and there's a call for heat. Now you could go, if you could get into these circuits, you could check, for voltage on either side of your limit switch and either side of your cell switch. So that would be one way to determine what component has failed. Now, if I was there and I was troubleshooting this, that's where my test lead set comes in really handy. I would then need to check, do I have voltage coming into the cell switch? Do I have voltage coming out of the cell switch? Do I have voltage going into the limit switch? Do I have voltage going out of the limit switch? And so that's the trail you have to follow to figure out which one of these components has failed. So that answers your question. If it could be cell switch, there you go, getting dirty. For the cell switch to get dirty, but see, there's other things in that circuit, so you need to check that. But there's one more thing it could be. Take your meter and move it over to this red wire. Okay, if you have 12 volts coming in on this white wire at all times, and in our instance, now if it's satisfied in temperature, it'll turn itself off. But let's say that you have your furnace is running, motor is running. So if your motor is running and there's still a call for heat, you should have voltage on this white wire. If your furnace propane stops, like what you're saying here, propane turns off. Okay, so if the propane turns off, then, and the fan is still running, and you still have 12 volts coming in on the white wire, I need you to check voltage on this red wire. The red wire is the one that's going to the propane, the gas valve here. Now, what would cause that situation where you have, these are all proof. I need to make sure my furnace isn't too hot. I need to make sure that I've got enough airflow, cubic feet per minute, to keep my furnace moving. So if this board's blind and dumb, all it knows is this one wire, it's only got 3 wires coming into it, right? Is that I've got enough airflow and I'm not overheating. That would get power in here, and there's a call for heat. But if I have a call for heat coming in on the white wire, but my red wire goes dead and this turns off, then that is an indication that maybe there's something wrong. The control board, the ignition control board, did not detect the flame, okay? Or there's a problem with the flame. In that instance, this is the flame spreader that's buried deep inside of your furnace. You're going to need to access that and see where I've highlighted those little cracks. Sometimes those cracks can get really, really big. Sometimes I've seen these things blow out all the way. The other thing it could be is the gap right here. That should be 1/8 of an inch gap between the two, between these pins right here. So if the gap is not set correctly, then this DSI board cannot detect the flame. And if it cannot detect the flame, even if there's a call for heat, then the board's on this orange wire. It's like, hey man, I don't see this flame. I'm not convinced that there's a flame. Therefore, I'm going to shut off my gas valve. So you need to take your meter, verify you got 12 volts going all the way through the cell switch, all these little things into the white, or just start here on the white wire. I do not think it's your cell switch. I am thinking that it's going to be either, what I'm thinking it is the control board did not detect the flame. I'm thinking that what's happening here is it might be your gap on a furnace that's about 10 years old. No, 20 years old. Wait, hold on. What year is yours? I got it right here. 2005. Yeah, that thing's 20 years old. So if it's seen a lot of life, it might be that burn, that thing that I put the little cracks on, I circled, or it could be that electrode. The board just is not detecting the flame. It's an intermittent issue. So anyway, I hope that helps, and I hope you like my drawing. That was kind of fun to create. So good luck with you, man.